Shrapnel.
Hello and welcome to Film Shrapnel. This is Craig here with my good friend Tobias Saltman. How are you doing, Tobias?
Wagwan breadcrumb.
And today we're doing our results for our Oscars predictions. Not long ago, I think we did it like a couple of days before the Oscars actually started. We went through all the nominees and we predicted who we thought was going to win each category. And the Oscars have been done a little while now. Like I think it was actually this week, this Monday, I think. So we're a little bit behind, but still, we have to
We are
find
a
out.
touch behind.
We're a little bit
behind.
a little bit behind, but we should find out who predicted correctly and who is the winner this year. If I remember correctly, last year, Tobias, you beat me by 1 point.
I did.
Yeah, I think you got 11 right and I got 10. So let's see. I don't know. Because I can be quite competitive with this shit.
I mean, from what I can remember, from what I can recall, I think you might have me this year.
And we'll see. So, Tobias, have you got the results with you?
I do have the results.
I think we should do what we did last time. I think we went through the same order, but we kept like best film for the very end.
Okay, cool.
Sound good?
All right. Yeah, sounds good to me. Well, so I'm on the Oscars website, the main website. I'm assuming it's in the same order that we initially recorded it in. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But actor in a leading role.
Yes.
If I recall rightly, I predicted Jeffrey Wright and you predicted Cillian Murphy.
Yes.
So that's a point. That is a point to you, obviously. Well done.
Yeah. Well done to me. We were joking though before. You said that you dislike him even more now that he's won, right?
I do. I don't think he is an Oscar worthy. Well, I don't dislike him. If I'm perfectly honest, I do like him as an actor. It's just, I don't think he deserved it for this one. I really don't. Like, I really think Jeffrey Wright was the better call for this. I really think he should have got it.
Yeah, I agree. I would have also liked to have seen it go to Paul Giamatti as well, because he was also really entertaining. Like, I was saying this to someone like a little while ago. Like, I swear to God, like all Cillian Murphy's acting is just like staring into the distance and smoking a cigarette. That's like all he does, and it sounds so corny to say it.
He'd be very good in French cinema.
He'd be great, yeah. He'd be fantastic for that. Like that's all he ever does in Peaky Blinders as well. It's just drink whiskey and smoke. That's all he does, and it's just so repetitive. It's like, is this the depth of your character development? Is this how far the character goes? I'm totally on board with you. Like, I really don't think he deserved that Oscar. He's not a bad actor. I do like him, but
no, he is good. I just can't help but feel that whole Barbenheimer thing, like, because it became such a huge meme, and it's like people were saying that it saved cinema. Sort of this post-COVID cinema high, craving for like good blockbuster movies, and when it isn't, when there's a year without one of these Marvel movies or whatever, people are craving for something. And I suppose Oppenheimer and Barbie sort of hit that public zeitgeist right in the moment that it was required. But having said that, like, it's just nowhere near as good as, the performances at least are nowhere near as good as American Fiction.
yeah,
At least in my opinion. I thought Jeffrey Wright was great. I really did.
Yeah, and the story itself was fantastic too. It's a good idea.
And you know what? I might have even given it to Bradley Cooper over Cillian Murphy.
I actually agree with you on that. Yeah, I probably would have given it more to Bradley Cooper. Who were the other nominees? Do you have them there?
Yeah,
who should have beaten?
So Giamatti, Cooper, Jeffrey Wright, and Coleman Domingo for Rustin.
I haven't seen that one, so I can't say about that. But yeah, I would have probably done anyone else but him. I only voted for him because I think that I thought that he had a high chance of winning.
No, quite right,
Somehow
and
wasted
rightly
it.
so. Rightly so. Absolutely, you nailed it.
The world is
You know,
corrupt.
I knew going for Jeffrey Wright was going to be the gamble. Little did I know that I was really gambling. I should have gone for Oppenheimer across all acting, well, at least male acting awards.
Hmm.
But we'll get to that later. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Actor in a supporting role. Again, I also went American Fiction with Sterling K. Brown. You also went for Oppenheimer, Robert Downey Jr. And as I've already made clear, that's another point to you.
It is, yeah. I got that one
But
right.
also nominated De Niro, Ryan Gosling, and Mark Ruffalo. Mark
Mm.
Ruffalo definitely doesn't deserve to be nominated this year.
I didn't think he was that bad in Poor Things, but I know a lot of
But,
people got really annoyed by him.
but he's not Oscar worthy. Like, you wouldn't have expected an Oscar nod for that performance.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. But I think this time, like, Robert Downey Jr., even though, like, I'm not really a massive fan of Oppenheimer, I thought that he probably was quite deserving of this Oscar because he was actually he was really quite good in it. In Oppenheimer, like it's one thing I can't really fault the film for. Like Robert Downey Jr. is very good. Like, did you even notice like how his hairline changed in the movie? I thought that's really
Yeah.
like delicate, like very delicate. What's the word I'm looking
All
for?
right.
Very detailed.
We'll give his hairline the Oscar.
But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think he really deserved it, and I think also because he's been around for so long now, he was kind of had it
True.
coming.
Shall we shift on to
Yes.
actress in a leading role? We know who won this. I said Sandra Hüller. Who did you say? Did you say Emma Stone?
No, I said Lily Gladstone.
You said Lily Gladstone. Well, it went to Emma Stone. We were both wrong.
So no points for us
Now,
there.
I am surprised though because I do think Emma Stone's performance is really close to offensive.
Yeah.
I
You
really
said this
do.
before.
I mean, it's look. I think she's beautiful, fantastic, a incredible actress. I don't. I really don't think that her performance in this is very brave. Absolutely, it's such a brave choice of a role for her, and she's doing a lot. She's putting a lot out there. You can't knock her for her dedication in this. Having said that, I do think it's a little too far. Just a touch.
Do you think that it's offensive towards people with developmental issues? Is that
I
what you're
think
thinking?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. For me, it's a little like, like sometimes it's like, oh, this is really good. And then sometimes it's like, well, I think you've crossed the line into the more caricature of it, which is offensive. You know, it's a very fine line between doing an authentic performance and turning it into a caricature.
Yeah, it makes me think of Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
Uh, when Robert Downey Jr.'s character is saying to the
yeah.
other guy, Ben Stiller's character, I think, isn't it? You never
And
go
then
full R word.
you never go full R word. But you know what? But I could think of so many examples. Like, he's not wrong. I am Sam. What's eating Gilbert Grape? You know, when it's really very like
It
trying
feels
to
like,
be authentic, it feels inauthentic. It feels like
hmm,
you're taking the mick a bit.
yeah, it doesn't feel right. It's not a good topic.
Especially especially when some comedy is born out of it as well within the scene, then it feels like you're taking the piss a bit, and that I find uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
it's still an amazing film though.
Yeah, I think they can get away with it because the way that like because Emma Stone's character is supposed to be like have the brain of a child in an adult's body, so she can
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I'm just playing a child. Like I'm not playing someone who's mentally
Mm.
handicapped or anything. I'm playing a child in a woman's body. That's what she's doing." So I think that is her get out of jail free card on that situation.
But I still maintain I'm surprised Sandra Hüller didn't get it.
Yeah, two movies, didn't get one.
No, I can't believe it.
Actually, what
I really believe she'd get it.
was she nominated for? This oh, I'm going to say the
She,
staircase,
yeah,
Anatomy of a Fall, right?
she got it for Anatomy of the Fall. Annette Bening had it for Naiad, and Carrie Mulligan and Maestro.
Annette Bening, I think we said last time, had been nominated like 5 times and never won, right?
And still hasn't.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
Maybe there's still time. Maybe there's still time for her because she is good. There's a like even now, like she still puts out good stuff. Should we move on to supporting actress?
Mm-hmm.
You won. I remember you won again. The winner was Davine Joy Randolph,
Yes.
and I went for Emily Blunt. So I went definitely for the wrong Oppenheimer choice.
Yeah. Of all the Oppenheimer ones you could have went for, that was not the best one to go for.
No, but also missing out Danielle Brooks, America Ferrera, and Jodie Foster.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was surprised you went for Emily Blunt because she really annoyed me in Oppenheimer.
In hindsight, so am I.
No,
I'm annoyed. I'm still not picked up a point. I'm really annoyed.
I think I've got 3 now already.
You got 3. You're about to get 4 because we're now an animated feature film, and you said Boy and the Heron, and that one too.
Yes, and you went for Spider-Man, didn't you?
I went for Spider Man, and you know what? I was so close to going Boy and the Heron, um, but I thought, just at the last minute, I'm like, I got to go for Spider Man because he's my guy.
He's your boy.
He's my boy. I love Spidey.
Since we last recorded and we were talking about this Spider-Man movie, I really want to watch it actually. So I think I might watch it soon.
It's
I have
good, man. It's really, really good. Although I have to say, it would have been really nice if Robot Dreams had got it because Robot Dreams is very, very good. I really, really liked it.
Yeah, I
And
think you got
it's
to
like,
do some more animation on our podcast.
oh yeah, for sure. I think we definitely should. But I will be honest. I personally would put Robot Dreams above Boy and the Heron, but
Hmm.
I'm not surprised Boy and the Heron got it over Robot Dreams.
It's a bit of a legacy thing, isn't it? I mean, like
Yeah,
Studio Ghibli had it coming.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah. Should we move on to cinematography?
Go for it. Let's
We're,
see who won this one.
I mean, it's 4-0 now. Can I get a point back? I don't know what I went for this. So do you want to the do you want to tell us what we went for?
So I went for Maestro because
Hmm.
a bit of a random one, but I felt that it was actually quite well shot, despite what everyone says about it. And you went for Flower Moon.
Shit. Oh, I was hoping I'd went for Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer got it.
Yeah, that wasn't too surprising, that one actually, was it?
No, should have went for it. Should have went for
it's
it.
it's like one of Nolan's strong points, isn't it? Like if he's going to win anything, it's at least going to be in cinematography or editing or something like that. Like something really
Yeah.
technical, he's going to have it.
Well, he did storm it this year. It has to be said.
Yeah. All
So
right.
still 4-0. All right. Costume
Yes.
design.
I think you got your first point here.
Did I say poor things?
You did, yes.
Yes. Okay. 4-1. I'm on the board. I'm on the board. Go on.
Yeah. And I
What
went
did
for
you say?
Barbie.
Barbie. Again, though, it could have gone to Barbie.
Yeah, that was a bit tight, that one. That was a bit tight.
Yeah. Here's a big one. Directing.
Yeah, we went for the same film on this one. On quite a few of these categories, actually, we went for the same one. And we both went for Poor Things here.
Yeah. Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yes.
It did, however, go to Christopher Nolan, as we know.
Okay.
By the way, did you watch the Oscars or did you just look at the results?
I just looked at the results. I mean, it was like where I live, it was between like 1 and 4 in the morning. It's like, nah, I got to go to work the next day. I can't do that.
Yeah,
So,
it's the Oscars started when I arrived at work in the part of the world I lived in. So it's like, okay. So I checked the results, but I did watch a bit of it when I got back. Um, and did you see that John Cena was naked on stage?
I saw something, yeah, but I have no idea what that was about.
Oh, it's just so. Look, right. I hate to be a hater. I really do. But why is Jimmy Kimmel like a thing? He is so fucking annoying. I can see if that's what passes for entertainment, then I totally can understand how James Corden got into fucking America because it is absolute like it's drivel. Like all the I had to turn it off. I was planning on watching the whole thing. I got about halfway through, like, because I was hoping for a bit of drama, as all the Oscars always seem to have a bit of drama recently, and uh, all it was just really fucking empty jokes, so fucking annoying. Jimmy Kimmel is just like pisses me off to my very core. He is so unfunny. Like
Mm.
when Boy and the Heron won, I distinctly remember this joke. When Boy and the Heron won, they Studio Ghibli weren't there. It's like, fuck you guys, we're not rocking up to the American awards. That doesn't matter to us. Love that. Um, but then Jimmy Kimmel gets on and he goes, yeah, what's with the Boy and the Heron people not showing up today? Like, I understand the boy not being here, but what about the heron? And you're like, that that's the joke you went with. That's the joke. Are you serious? Aren't you a professional late night talk show host? What that's the joke you picked? Really? Really? Mate, he's just so unfunny. And like, I love Schwarzenegger and I love Danny DeVito, and they both were on stage together presenting an award, and they start like talking about how they both fought Batman, and then Michael Keaton's in the audience and he's like looking at them like he's going to hit them, and you're like, yeah, I love all three of you, but like this forced bullshit just, oh, it makes me judge them. It's like, no, no, I have more respect for you guys than this. You shouldn't be doing this crap.
They always make it this way, don't they? It's always so fucking awkward.
Yeah, but you can't. You're not Jimmy Kimmel. Let Jimmy Kimmel be the fucking awkward wanker. You guys, you have more class than that.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
anyway, the point I was making was the whole naked John Cena thing. It was just a fucking Jimmy Kimmel bit, and it oh yeah, he was presenting the award for best costume without any costume.
ha ha ha.
Yeah. That's what passes for jokes at the Oscars when Jimmy Kim get fucking Ricky Gervais to host them.
He's a bit too on edge, isn't he? I
That's what
mean,
they need. What? And having a fully grown naked man on stage isn't edgy,
eh,
but you play it lightly. Oh, it's only funny. Crap.
yeah, but I think Ricky Gervais they won't bring back anymore. He said too many things about trans people and shit, so I think he's gone a bit overboard. I don't know if we'll
Perhaps.
see him again.
Perhaps.
But yeah, Jimmy Kimmel hasn't he? He's done the Oscars a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah. Quite a few.
So
He's
obviously
the
he's pleasing someone.
he's the worst thing about him.
At this point, anyone could be better than Jimmy Kimmel.
That's true. All right, are you ready for documentary feature film?
Yes,
So you won this. It was 20 days in Maripol.
yes, I knew that was going to win. Anything to do with Ukraine was going to win. Like last year,
Yeah.
Navalny won. I was
Hmm.
like, okay, I'm going to follow the same logic this year if it's to do
Or
with that part of the world.
he died recently.
He did, yes.
Yeah.
He died in prison. I'm not sure if they said how he died. Um, but it was going to happen. It was so obvious. People were always
Yeah.
saying this is going to happen to him. Like even in the documentary, it's like probably he's going to be dead. I think he was even in prison by the time that documentary won an Oscar.
Yeah, I
And
think
like
so.
it always happens with these guys. Like anybody who opposes the government in Russia, Eventually, you're gonna get it
Event.
coming to you. Like it might not be
Yeah.
instant, but it will happen.
I don't know how much of this we can say without something like that happening to us.
I think we're safe. We're nobodies.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Documentary short film. You ready?
Yeah.
None of us won.
Okay. By the way, I will tell you that I did look up the results, and I was like, you put something called Nini Waipo or something, right?
9-9 Wipo, yeah.
But I couldn't see what that was on the results. So I was like, what did Tobias pick then? What did I write down? Or did I completely misunderstand what he said?
Yeah. No, yeah, 9-9 Wipo. It was there, but it didn't
Okay.
win. It went to the last repair shop, which again, we haven't seen any of these. So,
No.
film editing. Let's go do one that one of us must have won on this one. Film editing. What did we pick?
We both went for Oppenheimer on this one.
We both won a point. Then it went to
Yes.
Oppenheimer.
So now you're on 2, and I think I might be on 5 or something now.
Yeah.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm on 6 actually.
6. Shit.
Yes.
Oh, I've lost this. Well, here you go. International feature. We both went for zone of interest, and we both won another point.
Yeah. So now I'm on 7 and you're on 3. Still 4 ahead of you, but you're catching
All
up
right.
a little bit.
What about makeup and hairstyling? What did we pick?
I went for Maestro and you went for Poor Things and you won a
Okay.
point there.
Yeah, I won a point there. Went to Poor Things.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Original score. We both went for Indiana Jones, right?
No, you went for Oppenheimer and I went for Indiana Jones.
Oh, I get a point.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So,
Nice.
so I think you're on 4 now,
Oh,
right?
catching up, catching
Yeah.
up. All right.
But again, kind of a bit controversial there, I think. Like, I think we looked last time and I think, was it John Williams, did you say, was the
Yeah,
composer? He's been nominated now 3 times for the same soundtrack and never won.
it's
And
mad,
it's
isn't it?
so iconic. And I don't remember shit from Oppenheimer's soundtrack or any of the other uh, nominees. So I think maybe they could have just given it to him just to be nice. Say,
Yeah.
look, you've been around a long time. Maybe you deserve this.
Well, I mean, I think you can make the point for the next one as well. For this one, the original song, it went to the Billie Eilish song from Barbie, but I don't remember that one at all.
I don't remember it either. I think everyone
Very
remembers
forgettable.
I'm Just Ken. Like
Yeah,
it's,
and you know what? Because we both went for "I'm Just Ken," so we both lost that. But on the Oscars, Ryan Gosling performed it, and he was actually brilliant.
I didn't think of him much of like that kind of performer. I always thought of him as an actor, not a singer as well, but fair play
Not,
to
not.
him.
I mean, it's very musical theatre the way he does it, but it was good.
Yeah. But so now Billie Eilish has like 2 Oscars.
Yep,
How old is she?
21 or 22.
Fuck you. That's not
I
fair.
know,
That's really
I
annoying.
know. It's infuriating, isn't it?
she
It's
she
so.
wasn't even born in the same decade, the same century as us.
I mean, I won't lie. She is a pretty good songwriter, but like, I didn't like this song very much. I thought it deserved. Well, yeah. I'd go with. Did I say Ken, or did I go for the Killers of the Flower Moon song?
We both went for I'm Just Ken for the song.
Well, see, I am surprised it didn't go to that.
Mm. It's much more memorable. What were the other nominees for that?
So there was one from Killers of the Flower Moon called Wahazahe. I can't really pronounce it. It translates to "a song for my people."
Hmm.
Uh, it never went away from American Symphony, and "The Fire Inside" from Flaming Hot.
And nothing for Maestro.
Nothing for Maestro.
Well, I guess actually there wasn't any songs in it, were there?
Well, I
Mm.
mean, again though, it didn't get nominated for score either,
That's also true. Yeah.
and it's
We should,
also surprising.
yeah. You would think actually when you think about it, it's like Bradley Cooper designed Maestro specifically to tick every box it could.
Yes,
Like, okay, we've got to have music, we've got to have costumes, we're gonna have amazing acting, we've got to have all this like amazing
it,
cinematography.
it was.
Has to tick all of those.
It wanted to be a competitor at every fucking category, it seems. Are you ready for production design?
Yes.
I don't remember what we went for here. So,
So, should I tell
what?
you?
Yeah, go on.
So I went for Oppenheimer, and you went for Barbie.
It went to Poor Things.
Ah, interesting.
And you know what? I was also incredibly close to go for Poor Things, but I thought Barbie was more production design based, whereas costume I thought would definitely go to Poor Things.
Hmm. Yeah, I was quite sure Oppenheimer was going to get that one, but good that it didn't actually. Good that someone else got something.
So what's the score now?
Hold on. I have to go all the way up. I should have counted them properly. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7, and you've got
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're only two
5?
behind me. Yeah, you got 5. You got a
Well,
few in a row.
at this juncture, I'm about to start putting some stuff back. Are you ready?
All right, go on.
Animated short film.
Yeah.
What did you go for?
Letter to a Pig.
And I went for War is Over. War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko, and that's what
Yeah,
won.
it is. Yeah. So now you're on 6. So you're just one behind me
Oh,
now.
oh no! I'm also excited for the next one, live action short film.
Yeah.
You went for Night of Fortune, if I recall rightly, because you like the name,
Yeah.
and I went for the wonderful story of Henry Sugar,
Uh huh.
and I won.
You did. So now we're both 7-7.
Yes,
If I've counted correctly, that is, because I
happy
can sometimes
days.
be an idiot with counting. But yeah.
But it's
So now
nice
it's
to know that we've broken even now.
yeah.
I,
Let's
I,
see how long that will last.
I really thought you were gonna really, really run away with it, but it's actually close. It's actually close. Sound. I know I went for Mission Impossible and I lost.
You
What
did.
did you What did you go for?
I went for the zone of interest.
Did you really?
Yes.
Shit. Oh, all right then. Yeah, you
So
won that.
yeah. So now I'm on 8 and you're
Shit.
on 7.
I thought you went for Oppenheimer or Maestro. I was sure that neither of us got this. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, you definitely got me here. All right then, visual effects. We both went for Godzilla. We both
Yeah.
went with we both went with our heart, and
Yeah, and we both won actually that time.
our hearts were rewarded.
So
Yeah,
now I'm on 9 and you're on 8.
it's just nice that Godzilla won one. It's really nice.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, you ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Adapted screenplay writing.
It went for American Fiction, didn't it?
It did go to American Fiction. I'm pretty sure I went for American Fiction, but
We
maybe
both
I
went for it.
changed. Okay, cool. That's another point each.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, you've definitely won this. Best original screenplay.
I went for Past Lives and you went for The Holdovers.
I should have went for Anatomy of a Fall. It was Anatomy of a Fall.
Mm,
So
I
nothing.
actually I don't think that's was good. I don't think it should have gone to them because I don't know how original that is. I mean, like, what if you watch The Staircase and you see it's like the same story, the characters are the same, so much of it is the same,
Hmm.
and it's like, is it really original? Did you really come up with this all by yourself? Were you not watching The Staircase and started writing this, and then kind of ended up accidentally copying them with a
See,
few minor differences?
this is the thing. I've told a few people about your opinion of it, and they're all really surprised. They're like, "Oh wow!" Like they'll go and look up the staircase, and they're like, "Hang on a minute, yeah, it's not as original as I thought." So, you've turned a few heads here with these comments.
Well, it just can't be avoided. I mean, it's just so obvious the amount of similarities between them. I mean, even both of the characters are both writers.
Hmm.
Both of them have a spouse who falls down and dies. You don't know if they actually murdered them. There's like forensic evidence and blood splatter evidence. There is also like the main character is bisexual, same in both stories. The spouse that dies is also the main earner of the house, and the writer is not really doing so much. It's just really, it's just so obvious the amount. Like, I've probably a ton more that I can't even think of off the top of my head. So I don't really think that they should have won that. I think that was a bit unfair.
Hmm. Fair, fair. I mean, it's not like it's a bad movie. It's just that you have arguments as to how original it is.
Yeah, like I still liked it. I
Yeah,
still
it's
enjoyed
great.
watching it. I would have still given it like a good a high rating, and I would have been happy if it won an Oscar for best film even. Um, because I still liked watching it, but it's like I still see the similarities. I mean, it's just too
Mm,
much.
sure. All right. Well, there's only one left, Craig.
Yes.
The big one. The big, big one.
Did I
And
win this one as well?
you did say Oppenheimer, didn't you?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, well done, mate. You win. You win. I said poor things.
You did, yes. So you didn't get a point there. Let me just
No.
tally up the score here because I think I might have miscounted it. Let me do it properly. So two.
It's just, are you going to be a sore winner? That's the question.
No, I'm not always a sore winner.
I've never known you not to be. Like maybe not a sore winner on the podcast, but then the moment the podcast, the moment we stop recording, you like to rub some salt in.
I do.
You like an open wound, you do. Just like Jeffrey Dahmer. I have to say though, there's a few things I still stand by a lot of my choices.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff I got wrong, I maintain that I'm not wrong. I do think Poor Things was the best film out of the bunch that were nominated this year. Just fantastic little film.
Yeah, I agree with you actually. Like really my strategy for this was just really to go with what I think they're going to vote for, not what I thought was the best.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the final score is?
Go on.
So you got 9 correct and I got 11. So I
Whoa,
beat you
only
by only
two in
2.
it.
So it was
So hang
closer
on.
than you thought.
So so now overall, both times we've done this over the space of a year, you are technically 1 point ahead in terms of how many correct answers.
No, I think it's even because
No,
last
no,
year.
because I won by one last year. You've won by two this year. So
Ah,
you're one ahead technically. If we tallied up each answer, you are one ahead.
well, yeah, maybe. But you
So,
really went for your heart on some of these instead of going for what you thought was going to win. So I think if
well,
you
it's true.
played it
Yeah,
that way,
yeah, you're right. I should have, but at the same time, you know, I I expect a higher standard from the academy. So I'm gonna keep going for my heart because my heart is the correct answer, not the answer that will get you points. Who wants the answer that will get you points? I want the correct answers.
one thing I was thinking about though, like I've seen a couple of clips here and there, and I think probably from some of the other awards as well. Is it just me, or do all the actors always just look really, really awkward? Like, oh, I really don't want to be here.
It's so forced, man. It's so forced. I fucking hate it.
It makes me think, I'm not even. Maybe it wasn't so surprising that last year Will Smith got up and slapped someone,
Yeah,
Chris Rock,
maybe
because
they're all on edge.
I think they're all on edge because like every time I see like a clip and there's a comedian making a joke or something, and you see the guy they're talking about in the audience, an actor, director, whoever, it's always just like, just don't look at me, leave me alone. Even though it's the Oscars, it's just I don't know.
You see,
I think
but
it's
I noticed that Will Smith wasn't there.
hmm. Well, is he banned actually?
Yeah,
Well, that makes sense then.
yeah, it does. I just wonder when it will be. Will we ever get back to a time where someone will openly take the piss out of Will Smith on stage while Will Smith is sat in the audience? Or will everyone just be concerned that he's going to get up and punch him again?
I know. I don't. I think he's probably learned his lesson. I don't think he'll do that again.
If he'd learnt his lesson, he'd file for divorce. The man don't learn. Congratulations, Craig. Well done this year. And on
Thank
that
you.
and on that bombshell, it's probably time to end the podcast, Craig.
It is.
I will beat you next time.
We'll see how that goes. We'll see. I think I've cracked the code now. I think I've figured it out.
I mean, we got a years to go. We've got a years to go, but I've got a feeling that next year will be my year again.
You can have a feeling all you like, but it won't. It won't mean you'll win.
Oh, here we go. The big talk comes out now. We haven't turned the podcast off yet, and it's already starting. Hear it now, viewers. Hear it now, because when we get off, it's going to get a lot worse, and he don't want it on the podcast. It makes him sound like a bad person.
I never said I was a good person.
No, that's true. That's true. You made no promises, so you tell no lies. All right. Well, my name's Tobias. This is Craig. Together we are Film Shrapnel. It was a really interesting year for films and Oscars, and some films won that were deserving. I would argue some won that weren't. Let's hope for an even better one and an even closer run next year. Go follow us on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, although, well, not Twitter, but not Twitter. YouTube. We're doing stuff on YouTube now, so come have a look. Not a huge amount yet. We want to migrate you guys over before we flip the switch on all the videos that we got planned. So get over there, show us support, and then we can start putting out some good content on there.
Yes, sirree. Watch us, listen to us, follow us, and we'll keep making this stuff, I guess.
Consume.
Yeah, continue coming back, and we'll keep making.
All right, well, I'll see you later, Craig.
All right, take care, man.
Film Shrapnel.